Good morning, gentlemen. Today what we're going to do is we're going to work on the Fox a little bit. What I want to do is diagnose where the power steering leak is coming from. A lot of you guys that watched the last video did notice, you eagle-eyed viewers, that this guy was loose. So the reason it was loose is because I was trying to figure out where the leak is coming from. There is some kind of leak that I'm trying to diagnose in the power steering system, and it definitely has to get fixed. I mean, I get it. A lot of you guys have a manual rack on your Fox bodies. Let's be honest, if I got to take a turn at any decent clip, it becomes a bit of an issue. So what I'm going to do is, because this guy's empty, so it's basically a manual rack right now, is figure out where the leak is coming from, if anything. I'm going to clean up some of the wiring, but that's besides the point. Obviously it can only be coming from a couple of places, here, or at the rack. I'm not really looking to get on the ground today, but I want to see what's going on down there when it comes to the power steering situation, because I do want to fix it. And I also have an update on the ZR1. A lot of you guys that watch the live stream have noticed that Greg Kong became a what do you call it, a sponsor. So he basically provided a ported blower that was sent to him by Rami Zaidan. Rami Zaidan, 2 Auto Solutions from Puerto Rico, provided a blower, sent it to Greg. Greg went ahead and did his crazy porting that he always does. I'll show you that. I wanted to pull the blower off of the Corvette and give you a comparison, but I'll do that on another video. The reason being is I don't want the Corvette down long. I really enjoyed this vehicle. I took it out yesterday for an hour-and-a-half, 2-hour drive, and I'm just in love with the thing. So I don't want to take it apart unless I have all the parts available. I have the blower, I have the throttle body, which a lot of you have said is a problematic throttle body. I think the 102 or 103, one of the two, has been problematic, but hey, we'll see why. So I'm waiting on a cold air. There is a cold air solution out there for ZR1s that are big power, but I have been advised to kind of, hang tight, because, got some stuff coming. Or if not, I'll just grab whatever is a little bigger than stock, dial that in, and then when something comes along that's probably an improvement, I'll go ahead and put that on. But for now, today, we're going to diagnose what's going on with the power steering with this thing, because driving it's fun, but it's a lot less fun if you have to manhandle the steering wheel around turns. Now this sucker's super dry. There's literally nothing in there. So I'm going to fill it up and peek around for some leaks. There's some wet stuff down here already, like down by the rack. So if it's the rack, man, that sucks, because replacing the rack, it's kind of a decent sized job and takes time, especially with all the junk in the car. Actually, I gotta run the car. Oh, there's a bunch of metal in there. This pump's eating itself up, I think. There you go, it's going down. There you go, it's going down. So yeah, I guess I'll spot it, turn the wheel a bunch of times, and see what happens. Hopefully this doesn't fall off when I start the car. It does tend to shake a little bit. It is a Fox body. But let me see, hopefully it should start right up. Oh wait, almost. And burned out my camera. Alright, let me turn the wheel a whole bunch of times, see what I can find. Let's see how good from here. Oh yeah, she's struggling. Oh, there it goes, got hard again. Tail. Man, it is stuff. Oh, okay, we got a leak, that's good. Clear. I see smoke. There we go. There's a lot of it there. So it's leaking. Oh yeah, the rack. Alright, so the rack is actually, why is there a massive hole right there? I don't get that. It's interesting. So look at that, there's a huge, it's just spitting out. Yeah, so the rack is no good. Well, At least we figured that out. I should have bought a bunch of brake clean, but what I'll probably do is go to the car wash, power wash the bottom just to clean it. Yeah, that sucks. Looks like we need a rack. Okay, well, you know what? That was an easy diagnosis. It didn't take long. Didn't want to bore you with that too long term because it's probably going to be a boring video. But basically, this video today is going to be diagnosing that and then showing you the ported supercharger for the ZR1 that I received from Kong. So let's get this mess cleaned up, get it power washed, get the car cleaned up. Don't need to show that on video, and we'll show you the ported blower that Greg sent me. Okay, so as you can tell, this blower means business. This is what he would call his export supercharger porting. And we are gonna go ahead and pull it down from a 2.6 to a 2.3. Then we're gonna run a 102, I think, or 103 millimeter throttle body. It's definitely not a 112, it's like a 102 or 103. Some people have warned me that some of them have had issues, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And then I am not installing anything until I have all the parts and a cold air solution. Greg told me, hey, hang tight, we're gonna do some stuff, maybe send you something that I got laying around for now, and then eventually if we can play with it, then we will, because the way I got into tuning is math tuning. Math tuning is what I learned first, and I'm a stickler about a math signal and a math curve, so he understands that, and for drivability, it absolutely has to be something that has smooth airflow. But there you go, some Billy badass export going on here with a 2.3 liter LS9 supercharger. Gonna go on my 09 ZR1. We're gonna go ahead and see how much we can make with it. Again, I'm gonna be running Sunoco 260 GT, no pump gas, and then eventually E85. Of course, lids and cooling mods come later, but for now, let's see how much power we can get on this guy pretty soon once I get all the parts in. But just wanted to show you the port work update on the Corvette. Everything is still rolling along, so hopefully you guys stay tuned and see what we can get out of this 2.3 liter blower on an LS9 motor.